This is Hialeah at Heroes Con NC. Checking out Comic Hall Crew. This is Hialeah at Heroes Con NC. Checking out Comic Hall Crew. This is Hialeah at Heroes Con NC. Checking out Comic Hall Crew.
How's it going? This is Luther. You're watching the Comic Hall Crew. Check us out on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One more time for everybody. One more time.
This is Hialeah at Heroes Con NC. Checking out Comic Hall Crew.
North Carolina, we are on the way. We are on the clock. Fellas, we are almost there. Gents,
hey, man, play the Comic Call intro.
This is Hialeah at Heroes Con NC. Checking out Comic Hall Crew.
Hey, bro, I am so on Heroes Con 2024. Hey, bro, we have been waiting on this. I have been calm. I've been patient. I've been saying, just it's on the way. We're getting close. And now it is officially Heroes Con Fever. Brothers, welcome to the show tonight. For those in the chat, welcome. For those who are going to Heroes Con 2024 next week, brother, please make sure you come up to us, say hello, say, hey, what's going on? Looking forward to seeing everybody in the comic community there. It's going to be a house. Brother, I'm telling you, man, I talked to John Mayer, which reminds me I need to send him the link right quick and to watch us. And I told him, I said, brother, once we get there and the show started at 10 o'clock, I'll see you at 7 o'clock. It's fine. I'll meet you somewhere at 7 o'clock because it's gonna be on and popping next week. Gentlemen, how are you all doing this afternoon?
All right.
Man, I'm just excited as you are, but I'm not gonna let it burst out at the seams like you're doing right now. I'm gonna let you do it for me. So yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm so ready. Like I told some of y'all beforehand, and I might even show up before the end of the show. I started packing I ain't lying. My bag is almost packed to the point to where all I need to do is walk out the door. What's up, Jeff?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Be
So,
there.
you
Yeah,
know,
man. He's gonna be.
I'm that
He's gonna be
excited.
in Frazetta Heaven. Jeff is gonna be in Frazetta Heaven. He's gonna be Frazetta all over that place next week.
Oh yeah.
Jeff, is this your first time going to Heroes Con? Did you
Most
go last
likely,
year?
yeah. He ain't go last year. It was Stephen Hines that one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is probably, man. I'm telling you, this is like a life changing show, and people laugh when I tell people that, but it really is, man. It changed my perspective on collecting, and I said I was going to institute a hard no buy no buy clause for the last couple of months here, and I'm here to tell you, man, I got my cash saved up, man. I got this video here from the good brother Sticky Goose, who well, this is from last year, man. He did it really sums it up, man. And we know that brother Sticky Goose will be critical. We know he doesn't mind being critical on something, but he it was his first time at the show, and was ironically I actually saw him, but didn't realize. I was telling Al, I actually bumped into him, but didn't realize it was him. And because everybody looks different in person and online, so it was a case of, oh, okay, when I got home that was him. So, but I just don't like running up to folks, hey man, you Sticky Goose, but here you go.
Look, it's not wall to wall. It's not people so close in there you can't breathe. I felt like I was home. I felt like I was in comic book nirvana. Guys, this is the best comic book convention I've ever been to. No question. If you were a comic book guy or girl or person, this is the convention you go to. I was prepared this time. I had a wish list. There were books I was specifically looking for.
I mean, that right there just kind of, this is like, I think this was near I can't quite remember now if this was near the beginning of what, but I think this is just like this is the beginning. Yeah, because that's the entrance right there. This is just like one of the aisles. And it's just, as you see, it's just one here, one there, one here, one there, one here. Everywhere you turn, there are booths. There are people that are ready to sell. There are people there that's trading. You got all kinds of stuff going on, man. And it's like that the entire time. You even got people that are not going to be there on Friday, but they will be there on Saturday. So just think that what you see on Friday, add maybe 15 to 20 more vendors to that on Saturday that show up. So it really packs out in there. So it's really cool, man. Really, really cool.
The dealers that were there, I knew them from the past at the Charlotte Minicon, put on by Rick Fortenberry, not Heroes Aren't Hard to Find. I want to put that out there. This convention is put on by Heroes Are Not Hard to Find. So there it is. Guys, the big books were here. There was millions of dollars of books in there. ASM #1, and no big deal. Batman #1, and no big deal. Detective.
Buffering.
And no big deal. Detective.
YouTube, man. YouTube, y'all tripping, bro. You're
Comics
tripping.
27, and no big deal. That was the kind of stuff that was in there. Original art, crazy. So I come up to this book.
Like booths like this, man. Booths like this is where you need to stop off at every once in a while when you're walking. A lot of times you find a lot of gold in booths like that.
This dude was on the phone. This was hilarious. There was a couple things I wanted from his wall, specifically X-Men.
But if I can remember, I think this dude he was a clown, if I can remember. But there are a lot of guys that have side booths like this, and those side booths have a lot of goodies in them.
Dude was like fighting somebody on the phone about payment. I was like, I don't want to do business with this guy. Every single aisle I went down, I mean, it was just stacked. These type of little booths, like that would be like the best booth at some of the shows that I've been to. Not so fast. This is a side aisle for these guys.
Yeah. And so like when we go to, like, I'll give you a good example. When we go to the Atlanta show, and this is nowhere we knock on our Atlanta show. We love that show, by the way. But these are like guys that would probably take up a large real estate piece in a show like that, or in your case, Sean, like maybe the Brick City show. These guys might take up a lot of foot space, in one of those spots. But then you go here, they just a side aisle, So it just kind of gives you a depth of how many vendors are there. That some of these places that are normally big spots, in our local areas. When they go there, they just
This
kind of off
booth
to the
right
side,
here, we will definitely be coming back to later in the video. We get a huge book in this booth later on. A lot of people there, but not the crazy crowds. Came up to this guy.
This was on Friday, by the way.
highgradecomics.com. Holy crap. Multiple copies of Fantastic Four #1. Multiple copies of Hulk #1. I spotted a GI Combat book, and he was actually putting them back up. I'm looking for some books specifically for my dad for GI Combat. He wanted like the Haunted Tank, first appearance of the Haunted Tank. I asked him, can I see the first appearance of Haunted Tank? He was like, that's not the first appearance of Haunted Tank. I made a mistake. I said, can I see the first cover appearance of Haunted Tank? And he was like, I don't think that's the first cover. Basically, he judged me unworthy of GI Combat. So I made it was kind of funny. Like, I just made a mistake. And
yeah, that's the old classic Mario. That's our buddy, that old Mario that used to run the Robin show.
It was like, nah, you
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Mario,
kept
yeah.
going on. Huge vendors, huge walls. There's my boy Leo right there to the right. But yeah, so there was just vendors wall to wall. There was people there that like I've seen on YouTube, I've seen on the internet. Seeing them in real life is kind of weird. Like whenever you see somebody that's on the internet and then you see them in real life, it's like a weird thing. It's like I'm sure the people that
and it's like you go to these booths, man, and it's just stuff you can just look, and it's just they got stuff. It's just to be able to go to a show, man, and actually go to a comedy show, man, it's so refreshing, because we're so many times we go to shows nowadays, man. It's what 10 vendors there, 12 vendors at most.
Especially them super shows, like MegaCon, they only got like freaking 10 vendors, and it's a big ass place, but it's all about the celebrities. It's not about the comics. Yeah, so
you'll think, you'll go in there and you kind of at the mercy of whatever's in there, And
I'll say this.
Go ahead, Sean.
I got my tripod. I'm gonna record everything.
Yeah, Al got one too. Al got one, and I'm putting the order in tonight. Hopefully, if not, I got my other camera, so we're gonna have enough footage to build something. Out here, man, because this is, like I said, this is life changing, man. And I hope Hialeah and Steve can jump on and we go back down memory lane. But just everywhere you turn, it's just show after. Just book after book after book after book after book.
Hey, do you remember the booth? Because Jason, he's holding you and Steve accountable, like the booth that had all those.
I know exactly. All you got. He's a good buddy of mine out of Ohio. I call him we have a friend that's gonna have a booth that named Earl. We call him the Earl of Pearl of the South, and of the Midwest, and he'll be there. So I just don't fret. Now where his booth is, I don't know. I don't know where his booth is gonna be placed this year. But if I see his booth, I'll make sure I get him over there.
Well, we can't go over because ain't the map is on Heroes.
But I know him by face. I don't know him by name, by his shop name. I know him by face. Yeah, I know him by Mike, because his booth is smaller there than it is when he's in Ohio. When he's in Ohio, it's massive. It's the biggest booth there. But at that show, I have to see his face. I know it when I see it. His name is Mike, but I just don't know what he calls his booth. And it's not Mike. Mike is in it. Mike is not in it. But I know his face as soon as I see him. But I'll make sure you don't have to worry about it. We're gonna get him over there. I told Al, I'm gonna get him some Sonic books, and because I know if he bring him this year. I know last year he had a whole damn run over just about it. So, but there's gonna be a lot of that there. So one of the things that I tell people is that you kind of have to have a plan of how you're going. Like Friday, for me, Friday is Wham Bam Thank You Man Day. I'm buying this top dollar stuff. Saturday, I'll probably look around, just kind of get the lay of the land, a couple of keys I might be looking for. But Friday is my big day. And you're going to see what the best plan of action is when you get there Friday morning. And it's for anybody that's going. Don't spend too much time at one booth. Get where you need to go. Learn how to speed dig and go. Bang, 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 go. But just remember, if I saw a book at this booth, and I want to come back to it. Just it's one of those things where if you leave it, it might be gone, but you can always come back to it. And if it's a common book, like I'll say First Appearance of Falcon, you'll see 60 of those, 75 of them. You'll see tons of those. So don't fret if you see like a book like that and think, well, I don't know if I see this again. You're probably going to see it again. I saw Golden Age books and that I was like, damn, I almost wish I would have waited. But then I popped up in the
You saw that Chambers of Chill last year.
Yeah, I saw 2 or 3 of those last year. So that's why I said you'll see books. There's certain books because we've all been collecting. I was telling Larry this earlier today. We've all been collecting long enough. You all know the books that when you see them. Now you see a Lobo, you better make a decision on an executive decision on whether or not you want that book, because Lobo is probably going to leave over the weekend. I can tell you that now. Lobo, it's probably going to be in and out. So there's a lot of brothers going up there. Some of them coming with us. So I know for a fact, that's one of them. I see Brother Mastodon talking about Sergeant Fury. Some of those war books. There's some guys that all they do is collect war books. They're going to be on the prowl looking for war books on Friday. So you have to make a decision, especially if it's a massive key. I for one, I'm looking for the first haunted tank, at a decent price. So that's a book I'm on the lookout for. So, you have to make a decision on some of these books. Do you want the book or do you not? But it's a case of just prioritizing what you want. So.
And see, thankfully, I'm at a spot now, man, because y'all know my deal with the X-Men. I don't have too many of them big books to look for. There's a couple. Of course, Giant Size is one of the ones that I'm going to be looking for at the con. But, I'll be one of them looking for Lobo because that's on my wish list too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I learned last year listening to Matt and Hialeah and Steve talk about it, man. I was like, yeah, I got CLZ on my phone, and I was telling Matt the other day, I done got so crazy with it, man. I done started a daggum spreadsheet that I'm gonna print off and take with me because I know there's some books that I'm looking for. A lot of them are like just books to complete runs and stuff, but I want to make sure that I'm thorough, that I'm not, like Matt said, I'm not just jumping at the first thing that actually comes my way. Yeah, all kinds of stuff, man. And then one thing I'm gonna have to remember too, Matt brought to my attention, is take me a little cash, because I rarely carry cash anytime I go to a comic books, convention or store for that matter. So I'm gonna have to, do that. But yeah, it's crazy, man, going to a con that big, because I've never been to a con of that immense size. What's going on, C Wood?
Yeah. C Wood brings up a point here, and I tell you this too, man. Like I know not at this show, but at the Atlanta show, I was able to get that 3rd run of Ninja Turtles, the whole run, for like $50 off a guy. So
I see. I
mean, the price, the people are there making deals. I know at this show, man, brother, I'm telling you, man, it is absolutely creme de la creme. Creme de la creme.
There, we're like that guy. It's a weird thing seeing your idols in real life.
I mean, and as you see how large these booths are. You just walk, and this is, they got dollar books there, they got quarter books there, they got buy 5 for 10. They got, you got books and books and books and books and books and books and books. This is why I always say, if you go to this show and you can't find something, you ain't trying. You ain't trying. There's no way you can go to this show and not walk out of here with some books.
On your left here is all the Artist Alley, all the creators, and there were some big creators there. Fairmont, Scotty Young, just to name a few. Crazy big guys there. This is a neat little display here. Shortbox was there. The dude running that booth was pretty cool. I really liked their setup, super clean. I was really impressed by that Shortbox. That was I didn't meet that guy. There was another guy there that was.
Yeah, I met a guy that morning. Bought Wonder Woman 1 off the wall. This Japanese
word.
He wrote a check. He said, "You take checks?" He said, "Yeah." How much is it? Wrote the check off, handed it to him right there. Bought one.
Well, I had a little wish list of books that I was looking for, and here they are. Green Lantern 87, First John Stewart, ASM 50, First Kingpin, FF20, First Molecule Man, Daredevil 1, First Daredevil, X-Men 4, First Scarlet Witch, Action Comics 434, Superman Gets His Tooth Pulled, Lois Lane 106, Curious Black, the Racist cover, Saga 1, Strange Adventures 180, First Animal Man, Strange Adventures 205, First Dead Man.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like you can go to these shows, you can ask folks and go, say, man, what can you do for me on that? They know it's coming, so they're prepared to and you'll hear someone say, what do you want to pay? And then from there, you can kind of
they're competing with all these other dealers, so they can't have high prices because other dealers gonna have a great price and make deals.
This is the show where if you are there, you're there to sell books. Like I said, there's an ask in the class. Now I don't know if he showed. I can't remember this video all the way through, but I don't know if he went to the ask in the class. But there is an ask in the class that's at the show, and they'll stick out like a sore thumb at this show.
Nobody's gonna be there.
Yeah, they will stick out like a sore thumb. You'll see them you'll see them somewhere point during the day, and then you'll go back on Saturday and see, and nobody's over there again. And then that's who you just go poke your head over there, and you'll see exactly what's going on. As soon as you get over there, it'll be quite evident why nobody's buying anything.
Number 1 in Our Army at War 83, First Sergeant Rock. So I had a plan. I was looking for specific books, and as we go through this convention, you'll see some of the same books keep popping up because there was a couple of books in there. I think I looked at like every single copy in that room. Like I said, this is the type of comic book convention I've always wanted. Now, the con prices were there. So there was definitely like a main row of vendors, and then there was these little side alleys. This guy was hilarious. He was like a fast talking dude. He was like, "This is my personal collection. I want you to show this. I want to do this. I want you to look at any book you want, anytime." And I was like, "Hold on a minute. I'm just a good old Southern boy. You're gonna have to slow down your fast talking."
Yeah, that's the cats from New York. Them cats from New York, man. Hey, Sean, they be. Yeah, come on, we got it for you. Yeah, we got it right here, man. Come on, take a look, man. Take a look.
Talk so fast, you pull your rolls, son.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with you. Apparently, this guy had a lot of good stuff, so he pushed me in the way of the Action Comics booth. I'm looking for Action Comics 434, not so good. Looking for Strange Adventures, not so much. Kept on going. This guy here is apparently like an Instagram seller.
A lot of those there as well. A lot of Instagram sellers, a lot of flea market sellers, a lot of guys that sell stuff out of storage units. They're there. They're there to move books. They're there. And if you look right there, you see that $3. You see that right there? I'm telling y'all, the bins are there, bro. I'm saying $1 bin here, $2 bin there, $1 bin. I'll tell you, quarter bins fill up a short box. It's there. It's there. I'm telling you now.
On Instagram, I'm not really sure why. And then I realized that like after the fact, I was like, I think that guy blocked me on Instagram. So this was his stuff. He had some pretty good stuff. I was looking in there. I tried to buy something from him on Instagram one time, and I couldn't message him. But like I said, these little side alleys are kind of where you want to be buying. These main booth alleys, or the main booth areas here on like the main drag, the big booths. I don't know like if that's really where you want to be buying. A lot of that's
the trick with those is you got to scan the prices and you'll immediately know, like visually you'll say, nah, this guy, it's one of those things where it's hit or miss sometimes on those, but for the most part, most guys are pretty decent. But like I said, you know the guys, you'll be able to, anybody that's collected for a while, you'll be able to walk this. And this for anybody that's going to Heroes Con, you'll be able to walk these aisles and you'll be able to look. And if they look like the local comic book store that has the second appearance of Deadpool for $7.50, then you already know what time it is. It's time to move on, to the next spot. It's certain books, man. Like you look on the wall, and if those books resemble anything from 2019, 2020, and 2021, then you know what time it is. You know immediately what time it is. So,
See that Robin King.
yeah, I mean, you see Robin King for $95, you know what time it is. It's time to move on.
Hey, ain't the second appearance of Deadpool X-Force 2? Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. If you see in the second appearance of Deadpool for top dollar, it's time to move on.
Oh man.
You see the 18th appearance of Sunspot for $6,000. You know what time it is. So you just have to you know doing this long enough.
If you see the first issue of New Mutants, not the first appearance, the first issue of New Mutants, #1 for $100, that's a fuck out of here, bro. I saw that shit on Comics Den's video. I'm like, really? At MegaCon, $100 for New Mutants #1?
A 9/8 should be like $40, $50 at
It's
most.
not even a slab. It's a raw copy.
Oh my lord, that's even worse. Even worse. Shout out to Fanboy Comics today, by the way. They had a great sale today. Down there. They had a brother there, man. We saw what he had, Al, probably about a 7065 first Mr. Sinister.
Yep. He paid $15 for it. $15.
Yes, so I mean, yeah.
Stuff was like super overpriced, and to be honest with you, a lot of those guys have those big books because people overpay for things. That's kind of why they've got the big stuff. They didn't get there with their ASM 1s and their Detective Comics 27s, selling dollar books. This was an awesome Neil Adams book. I love that book.
That's Ra's al Ghul, ain't it?
It's just a classic cover.
He was kind of crazy. The guy was looking at
now that dude right there. I will say this guy right here, man, was really, really cool. He was a live wire, but he was really, really cool. I bought a couple of Archie books off of him, and he was really cool, man. So this guy here makes forget his name. I just remember the hair. I just thought he reminded me of Garth from Bill and Ted, but Wayne and Garth, but
Wayne's World.
That's excuse me. Yeah, Wayne's World. Thank you, Al. Getting a little low there. But yep, he has some good books over there as well. So like I said, some of these vendors I remember.
First appearance of
the Turok's gonna be in the quarter
being like $3,000. That Golden Age cartoon type books like Archie and Little Dot, and there's like a whole market for that, and I'm not in that market.
Rich.
I'm kind of more in like the Hulk 102, Silver Age,
John Lovell.
First ongoing, when Hulk comes back to his own story. That's my kind of thing. This was a crazy booth there to your right, like all those variant covers, all those shiny foils. That was cool. But yeah, I mean, there were definitely deals in this place. At this point in the convention, I had not, broken the ice. I hadn't bought anything. To be honest with you, I was just trying to get a lay of the land, trying to get a feel. I did take a look at this ASM 50. I saw the price. I was like, hold up. But it was like,
yeah, that's a little rough there, man. Hold on, bro. That's a little rough there.
Broken the ice. I hadn't bought anything. To be honest with you, I was just trying to get a lay of the land, trying to get a feel. I did take a look at this ASM 50.
Look at it right there. That's a little rough there, man.
Yeah.
Rough for me right there. Then look at that spine. And it's just a quick glance. Look at the spine. Nah, man. See, in some of the so when you buy, this is no different than when you're going to any other show. It's just analyze your books, make sure you're buying a book, a good looking book. Does it present well? If it's in your price range, I mean, you buy that right there. Ain't nothing you can do with it. You stuck with it. Ain't no press. Yep. Ain't no nothing. So I mean, if you just gotta have it, and if that's your last option, then of course that's you make an executive decision on what you want to do. But yeah, I'd pass on that too.
But
yeah,
there was like pages.
But you see, like $55, $65. You know, a lot of these guys are willing to come off of these prices. So
missing or centerfold attacks. There was like major issues.
But you see $3, $5, $10. You see the,
of course I asked,
you know,
for all those haters out there that say I don't ask, I asked. Captain America 100. That's a book that I really want. I thought the price on that was decent enough, but it just didn't present the way I wanted. The pages were kind of tanned. It's hard to get that book in that really white.
But you see, first Gambit, $85. Now I don't know what the condition is, but there you go, right there. Yeah, first $85.
Crispy cover. This guy had an X-Men number 4 graded. I really like, but then I started getting into these lowest lanes, and get used to looking at this book because you're going to see this
100 bucks.
That book was kind of the price.
Yeah, it's an expensive book
to get this book at.
Nah, I thought that was a decent price, 100 bucks.
But yeah.
I wanted to present nice. I love this show because it wasn't all the pop culture stuff. It wasn't all the Funko Pops. It wasn't all these like art prints and stuff and the fake weapons. None of that was here. It was just straight. And I'm talking
fake weapons.
Number 4.
Yeah, fake weapons.
6'5".
Fake weapons.
Book presented beautifully. This is one of the best comic book covers ever.
Yeah.
This was really cool. This gentleman here, behind the counter, and then the guy here in the foreground, they recognized me, and I just felt honored that they said hello.
Yeah, this guy here was real cool, man. I actually got a pretty big book off of this. Shout out to John Mayo, just texted me.
Canteen cake? Is that the way you got the canteen cake?
No. I got this pre-code horror book from him. It's tucked away in there. I forgot the name of it now, but I got this book from him, and I bought it. I just bought it off the strength of the cover. Got home, and me and Rico looked it up the price and was like, "Wow!" It was like, "Wow!" I think I paid $200 for it, and the last one sold on eBay was like $3,500. So, I mean, like I said, but the deals are there. The deals are there.
And I was like, "That's me."
Yeah, cool guy, real nice guy too, by the way, man. Real nice guy.
And I was like, "Thanks for noticing." I really appreciated that. It was kind of weird to like know somebody has watched enough of my videos to see me like in my fat phase to like or my skinny phase to my fat.
But you see this kind of go through. You see the slabs 30, 40, 50. You know, you see the different prices.
Stuff. It's like it's an honor. Like it's like anybody that goes out of their way to say hello. It really, I got chill bumps right now talking about this, and I did when I was there because it's just so nice.
Yeah, see, like right here, like this right here, this right, the places like this right here, these be winners. They'll be the ones that be winners right there, man, because these are like mom and pop. They might sell in the mountains, or they might sell, you know, every so often. They might do a show, and the guy just probably want to move some stuff, you know.
You know, I've had experience with mom and pops, man. You know, I told Doc the story about, you know, down in Columbus, the mom and pops, they be trying to move stuff, bro.
Yeah. And like right there, I think that's the first copy. No, that's the second print. Yeah, second pressing of The Seduction of the Innocent. That's the landmark book there. But put Macedon. Yeah, now I'm not actually looking for any Black Terror, man. I'm kind of still looking for my Matt Baker stuff and a couple of pre-code horrors. Rare Golden Age books that I don't see too often. Stuff like that. But you know, if I run across one at a good price, you know, I'm not gonna kick the Black Terror out the bed.
Play right now. Just short box full of stuff. Like I was like, well, I might just go dig in this short box. I was like, you know, there might be some stuff in there. I saw that first Dead Man, and I was like, hold up, wait a minute. They got Batman in here, and not just any Batman. Return of Two-Face Batman. First Reaper, classic Neil Adams cover Batman. Bernie Wrightson's story. And I was like paging through the short box, and I was like, oh my god. stuff was like crazy overpriced, but then there was stuff that was crazy
underpriced. Yep. This is why I say hitting them spots up, man.
There in the corner, I'm like making friends with her.
And you know what though? It's crazy because some of them books that he's pulled out of that box, man, under normal circumstances, you would see them behind the vendor, like wall books and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Husband's collection, or is this yours? And she was like, "Oh, that's my husband's." And I was like, "So that means it's your collection?" She kind of laughed, and we instantly became friends. She starts telling me about, how she's met George R.R. Martin and how Neil Gaiman has come to her store. Then we started talking about Sandman and our love of Sandman. And then this dude that was like on cocaine or like on a lot of coffee. I'm like, at this ASM 300. How much is on it? How much is on that ASM 300? Looking at it. Okay. And I was like, it was a different level of energy that I was not.
Yeah, this what you're gonna see is turned up, man.
Frank Miller on Daredevil, a little bit overpriced, but we got some good stuff from this booth. Stick around to the end to see the haul. You're gonna want to see the haul on this. So I got away from the coffee addicted man, and I'm heading down Artist Alley. And honestly,
and then like if you notice, he's like just in this walking. He's not like really cutting a lot of corners, so he's like walking in straight past. So like I said, excuse me, he's missed a lot of real estate. And this is why I said it's like massive. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Mastodon. You said, do you think it's an easy acquisition? Yeah, you find some Black Terror without a problem. Matter of fact, I know 2 or 3 booths. I know one around hand. You'll find some Black Terror. I'm not sure if it's gonna fall within your price range or not, but you'll be able to find Black Terror without a problem. As a matter of fact, you'll probably be able to find some Black Terror. I dare to say in one particular booth, I dare to say you probably find it in the box. You might even find it in the $5 to $20 box at one particular booth. So
really do that when I go to these shows, but I wanted to. I got to see Ed Pisker. What a cool guy. He had these like big sunglasses, like those old people that got out of the eye doctor glasses. He was really cool. I was like, dude, I love your art. He was like,
and so like you saw how he just like there's like a random aisle with just comic books there, just sitting there. This is what I'm saying. It's like they're all over the place. That's why I got my my Mario picture back there, yeah. The one that's over here, right there. But,
yeah. I see that. Yeah, okay.
Like this is like just off the beaten path, and it's a comic books over there.
I was like, dude, I love your art. He was like, thanks, man. Thanks.
Shoot, they got like when you look at the map, there's like 3 sections of Artist Alley.
Yeah.
Because they got the Artist Alley and then something in between with independent art, and then the Artist Alley down in the bottom corner. And that's where California Blend is going to be located.
Okay.
I mean, that's a $500 book. Like, I mean, I was like, here's my credit card. Here's the money, $300. Let's do it. I was like, deal. Next came up to Comic Baron. He calls me out. He's like, hey, Comic Baron is
that's in copy there.
Very at the Charlotte.
That's a strong, looks like a strong 6.5, 7 right there.
That happens quarterly, I think.
Nah, back of it.
4 months, I can't remember.
About a 6 or a 5.5.
181. I got my huge run of X-Men.
Yeah.
He had another Lois Lane copy. He had First Dead Man. Both books I'm super interested in. Both a little overpriced. He probably, would have done a deal with me. He was moving. He was shaking. The gentleman to his left came over and introduced himself to me and said that he watched my videos. Comic Baron said he was.
So it's slabs all over the place, man. So that's you go to these big shows in our local areas and you see slabs. I mean slabs all over the place there, man. It's so this is why I said, you'll see a book and if you'll see just even at this video, you've seen some of these books pop up 2 or 3 different times, So that's why I say when you go, just pace yourself and just kind of remember what you saw and where you saw it at the booth.
I was just honored that so many people supported me.
And then that right there, that's where if you just want to break off and you just want to kind of just say gawk at some books, this is where you go. That's over at Metropolis, I believe.
John side right on the far right.
Yeah. These are books you just gawk at. You just say, wow. Yeah.
This Iron Fist 1, I looked at it. It didn't have a price on it. I was trying to see what he would do on that, but it was a high grade copy of that book, but it was just a little overpriced for me.
They don't have the prices on it.
Yeah. That you already know. When you see that right there, you already know, man. You already know. Brother Mayo. Shout out to that pickup, man. Brother Mayo picked up.
So he gonna be there too?
Yeah. He
was
up.
With you last year, right?
He was at the Atlanta show with us.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he didn't go. I went by myself last year. But Brother Mayo picked up an awesome Submariner number 1 and 2 for a whopping $160. That's what you call a come up.
That was a nice Nick Fury book. So I mean, at this point, I bought a couple things. This is one of those shows that you need to spend multiple days.
Yep. Okay, past last year. That's why he ended up not going. So I ended up going by myself last year.
Do them in one day, not this one. There is too much stuff in there, too many deals to be made, too many huge books to see. I mean, this is like this convention made me feel like the comic book community is alive and well. We're here. We're alive. We're still collecting. This dude's wall was crazy. Holy Golden Age Batman. This was insane. This was the nicest copy of First Animal Man, Strange Adventures number 180 I have ever seen.
I mean, whoppers.
$650 for this book.
Look how clean that is.
To be honest,
good grief.
White.
Because I don't think I've ever
look at that white pages. Oh, look at that cover.
Monty is somewhere having a conniption.
Oh, yeah, he having that. Oh, bro. Oh my goodness. I just realized, I was like, boy, I bet Monty he is shit a brick. If he's sitting in that silo, he done shit a brick.
Man.
He probably just kicked the chair over.
He's a Marvel guy too, man. So you see them great pristine Marvel books.
But just look at this, just everywhere you top dog, everywhere you turn, just boom.
When somebody bought it back in 60 whatever, that was crazy. This is my dude right here.
John says, do you think the market has adjusted? Now I'm gonna tell you, just based off of what we saw today, and I'll tell you what we saw at our local show today. I think the market's in the best place it's been in a long time, man. I'd probably say this is probably the best I've seen it since 16, 17, personally. It's like everything's adjusted to where it needs to be at. It's not. That's why I said if you go to the show and you see the 16th appearance of Jubilee for $3,500, then you know that booth is out of order.
Yep.
You know that booth is out of order.
Well, first appearance ain't even all that.
That's what I'm saying.
Cheap.
If you go there and you see that book sky high, you know what it is.
Even a 9.8 first Jubilee is cheap.
We kind of talked about what Shortbox is offering.
Bedrock City, that's a good. I actually shot with him all the time. That's a good buddy there.
I don't know. I might have to start.
Now that story, and if y'all see this Bedrock, I went to one of the stores. I was not impressed, but this is a case of where a lot of times the store front is just basically the store for the locals, and then they have their stuff that they take it to the show, and this is a classic example of that. Or online, whether you buy online inventory is better than what's in the store. So
stuff off of there. You also gave me shout out to that.
What's that, Sean?
I see your comment down there, the McDowell's comment.
Yeah, that's me down there. I put that, yeah, I put it right there. I said best show I ever been to. If a person couldn't find what they were looking for, they wasn't trying. Yeah, it's a store. It's a store that called the Inner Geek that you make sure you stop by there. They're from Kentucky. I hope they're there. Because that's where I'm going. The Inner Geek.
You see
everything. And you can tell a lot by a dealer by their wall books. And what I mean by that is, if their prices are crazy on their wall books, then I don't even mess with them. But if they have really good wall books and their prices are like close to fair market value, I'm there. I'm going to look at their stuff. And
God, you see that? See that the 50 is 950, but you saw the other guy had one that was raw for 400.
Yeah.
There's levels to this.
So that's why I say you have to kind of,
the FF ones and the Hulk ones.
but you see, you'll see that book all over the place. Books like that, you will see that book all over the place. Shout out to TNT Comics. This is one of our spots here in Georgia. My good, but this is my boy here. Make sure, Sean, you stop by TNT Comics.
TNT.
That's who I am.
Oh yeah, that's that dude right there up in the back with that crazy mustache.
Yeah,
he'll cut you some deals, man. Like for real, and the prices of his books they're good too.
They got $5, $10, $2,
Holla.
Yeah, you buy multiple books, man. He'll do a deal with you, just like Mayo said. Yep, always do a deal.
I don't necessarily care about the single.
Matter of fact,
TNT Comics is they're gonna be there. I'm looking at the list right now.
I bought the first Rogue from them earlier this year. I already had a copy, but I bought another copy for like $20.
They were wanting $175. Looking back on that was probably right. That was probably right. Here to your left is the Inner Geek. They put on the Lexington Comic-Con.
Yes, sir.
Video with him showing his incredible collection. He was the multi-million-dollar New York Comic-Con collection guy. If you watch that video. At this point, I'm just like, I'm overwhelmed. I mean,
see, overwhelmed. That's going to be the key on Friday. And a lot of y'all who are going to this show for the first time on Friday, you're going to be overwhelmed. I'm telling you, I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed, and I will tell anybody that's planning on going, get you some breakfast before you go.
Oh, we plan on getting breakfast.
Get you some breakfast before you go, so you can be energized. They will have, I think, Bojangles. I think there's a Starbucks, a Chick-fil-A, or whatever that's right outside the venue. And when you get in there, man, it is going to be absolutely amazing.
I wonder if Jeff is still in the chat, because I'll see one of the lists. Rosetta Art Museum is going to be there. And that's the one that's based in Pennsylvania.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's gonna be going in life savings on Jeff is gonna be pulling money out of 401k.
I mean,
Xavier will be on in a second.
Awesome convention, and especially after getting
Johnson, what's the game plan for the flow?
Like earlier that day.
Hey, brother. You got to move from booth to booth.
I mean,
booth to booth.
It just brings a smile on my face looking back on this, because it's like I've had so many negative experiences at Comic Cons, and honestly, I didn't even want to.
Yeah, Friday I'm gonna be
the people that told
moving. You know, I'm gonna video every booth I go to, dig in a couple boxes, go to the next one.
Yeah.
Look at the wall books, look at everything.
$35.
I mean, you just see just random books, random stuff. The guys, they're all over the place. Like I say, it's books and books and books and books and books. This is why I say, if somebody goes to this show, you can't. John asked. He said, "What's the top vendors for deals?" All of them, most of all of them. That's why I said it's not. This is a show where I can't go exactly where to go to this person. I can only go based off of what I saw last year, and only what I saw last year was 30% of the show. This is why I said this is why I say for the average person, you got to go 3 days. If I went 2 days and only covered 30% of the show, what does that tell you?
Man, that's insane. That I'm gonna tell you what that tells me. That tells me that there's a possibility that being that you only saw 30%, that there was some other stuff that you could have possibly or easily saw somewhere else, man, that you would have been able to jump on, like with the quickness.
Yeah, that's
it's crazy.
Yeah, just think about it. I was able to walk out of there with 2 massive Matt Baker books. Both of them actually turned out to be high grade, by the way, and was able to get them at a fairly good price for just 2 books, for what most folks would charge for 1. So it's and that's just it was a random booth. So it's just a case of looking around. When you're looking at these booths, man, make sure you look at the books. Look what's behind the book. A lot of times you look past stuff. Scan the walls, look, look. Ask for the book. You just never know, man. And then too, let me give you another piece of advice, y'all. Some of these vendors, because people are going to be moving, so they're going to be passing by a lot of these vendors. So a vendor might not have had any business for like 3 or 4 hours. So you could easily pull up and go, "Hey man, what you doing on this?" Because they want to make a sale, try to get some on the books for Friday. They'll probably cut you a deal. This just kind of gives you an idea of how it is, and especially for some of these side aisle guys that's sitting there, man. You'll see them. They'll start looking like a depressed dog. Like when you go to the dog pound and the dogs be looking at you, or they show that commercial that come on at 11 o'clock in the 11 o'clock. Yeah, then that's when you'll be able to get some deals because they'll give you the puppy eye look, like, please buy from me, please buy something, please. Or
So
you'll be like,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'll say this right quick, Al. Or they'll be like that deal. Mayo, you might remember this, the one where we went to the show and the man's wife took the booth over and she was taking it off on everything that was up there.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, and she said it had to go. She was sick of looking at it. So you have that. Go ahead, Al.
No, I was just saying you got to go in there with the mindset of playing chess instead of checkers. Yeah. I got that's something that I'm really trying to reinforce right now. So when I go up in there, I ain't gonna be like, oh my God, they got a quarter bin, and I'm just there for like 3 hours and stuff.
Yeah, don't get suckered into that, man. Don't get suckered into that. You just have to kind of, move and groove. If you see it, just it's there. As I said, it's there, and you can kind of go back.
This place. I mean, I don't think I saw it. I mean, I was there Friday. I got there late, obviously, because of the car crash. But I mean, I don't even think I saw the whole convention center. To see everything, this is a 3-day thing. Super nice Fantastic Four annual 6 for Nathaniel Richards. That's a good book. A book you probably want to pick up. Guys, let's get on back to about this haul. We got some major wish list books. CGC was there. I think they were doing their signature series. Guys, we're back here. We picked up the Batman and Robin at Dreamweaver Comics in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Look at the quality of this book.
Look at that.
So I got this book and the next 2 books for $350. They were priced at $400 total. He had a $200 price tag on this. I got these 3 books for $350. This book in this kind of condition, I mean, to me, that's a $300 book. I was no hesitation. I mean, to me, that's one of like the best Batman covers from that era. Besides this issue, that one and this one. This book has got a crazy amount of
Look how clean that is.
Crazy amount of first appearances, but just a lot of stuff going on in this issue. It's a Bernie Wrightson story. It's a first appearance of the Reaper. There are kids dressed up in Marvel hero costumes like Spider-Man and Thor. Best I remember paging through this. I mean, this is such a cool book. Then you have like this incredible Neil Adams cover.
Look how clean that is, man. That is a clean copy of that book.
This book and the Batman and the Two-Face book at 8.0s, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they can be higher after a press. And then they have this Mr. Miracle book. Now, this book's got a little bit of dirt on it. You can see in the lettering, but still, super high grade book. First appearance of Mr. Miracle. So much that they can do with this character, and I still need to read one of the recent Mr. Miracle runs. Just Jack Kirby goodness right here. I mean, there's no other way to put it. This is just Jack Kirby back at DC. This is, if you want to talk Fourth World and bringing in the new gods and all that stuff, like this is how they can tie all that stuff in.
But you just see the book that he got, man.
A special thing.
And to be able to get
the writers and artists that had come through their store, it was just incredible to see that, talk to them. What a treat. This is a group of books I got for free. Tales of the Jedi 1, got that for free. X-Men Adventures 3. Basically, this guy had a packet of books. It was one of the dealers. It was the guy who looked at the ASM 50, I think. They had started a YouTube channel, and they had a QR code put on the top of these free books. You get a packet.
Is that Turok? That's on actually. They're gonna have Turok.
Yeah.
Saga number 1, 9.8 white pages. Elena, Hazel,
I know he didn't get that for free.
No, he got 350. I think he paid 350 for it.
Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples' masterpiece. You need to. It's currently on.
That's actually one of the luckiest books I've been able to get that book for cheap. Every time I've seen it, I've got lucky.
Surprising, this book got a 9.8.
And they've been, and all of them came back 9.8.
Indentions on that, but it has a white spine, so you're not going to get any kind of color breaks. Kind of suffers from some bad Newton rings back there on the back. Look at the price tag. Do you see that? $700 at one point, this book. So they've been sitting on this forever. This Ultimate Comics out of Raleigh and Durham.
What's up, Macedon?
They had some big books. I should have looked more at their setup, but like I said, there was just so much to see. They had omnibus there too. I totally forgot to mention this. They
got a bunch of those too. And I forgot omnibuses all over the place too.
This is
if anybody, Sean, anybody looking for omnibuses, they all over the place. As a matter of fact, there's one vendor that's all he sells. It's omnibus.
Got some at this kind of price.
Yeah,
you mean there's a chance we're running a minty fresh?
No, he ain't coming over here.
And damn that motherfucker.
Over half off omnibus. So this was the big deal.
Oh no.
This was the big one. This is Jason Todd as Red Hood. This first Jason Todd as Red Hood, Batman. $150 price tag on this. This is high grade. It's not a 9.8. There's a color breaking spine tip right there above the cape. But
I want to know what his grade is on that, because mine is a 9.6 and it looks better than that.
On his wall was
that's probably 9.2, 9.4.
Let me get this book.
But you just never know who grading, who might have had a good night the night before they go out and grade the next day.
All right.
Chef, what's up?
What up, brother?
Chef had a great time at the Brooklyn Comic Con today.
Yeah, he did.
Brooklyn.
Legendary book. Stadium Story, iconic Jack Kirby cover. Look at those faces. That's Steve Rogers' face and Jack Kirby face. My gosh. It's a legendary book. Got this book and the Batman Red Hood, $1,300. Both books. This book at one time was going for $2,000 to $2,500. This book has not crashed in value like
this was last year.
Yeah, it's last year.
Its value,
and he still got both of them for $200.
Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think one time you liked
the
video.
Wow.
Video, subscribe for more.
Yeah, that was last. That's why I said it's last. That's why I said, like, if as far as Mayo was asking earlier about if the prices held. Shout out to Sticky Goose, man, for fair use on that video, brother. He did it. That was probably one of the best comic intensive ones from last year that I saw from Heroes Con. But it just kind of gives you an idea of exactly what's at the show. And this is why I said this is a show it's not like the average show. You're gonna be able to find what you're looking for. It's just a matter of, does it fall in your price range? Is it what you're looking for? How does it present?
Basically, if you see it, look for various vendors to see what prices they're selling it for, and then come to the decision on which one is the best copy, the best price, who's gonna hand out the deal.
Yeah, I saw one dude. He actually bought a book for somebody, and I think he overpaid by a little bit, and he turned around and traded the book to get he moved that book to get to another book because he saw it somewhere else. He's like, hey, man, can I trade you this copy for that one? I want to upgrade a copy. Said, yeah, they was able to, wheel and deal. So, I mean, it's all kind of avenues there to get books there, man. Like these variants. I know Larry, if Larry's watching or listening, I told him last year, these super variants that you see, that you get in the email, they say order by cutoff, this, that, and the third. And all them books they held, they all at the show. So the books that they didn't sell, I'll send it to show. So you'll be able to get variants and stuff like that if you're looking for it. It's just so much. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm excited. I am excited.
Do you want to screen share the website?
Matter of fact, Al, you want to go over the artist that's gonna be there, brother?
Yeah, and then whatever, Sean, whatever you want to do, man, that's cool too.
It's all on the website, so yeah, you can bring it up
right,
on that website.
Right, that's what I'm about to do. Hold on, quick second here.
I'm gonna grab some water right quick.
Okay. All right, hold on.
It's got the list of booths. They got the map.
All right, so I've been looking at the featured guest list for quite some time, and I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a star-studded list. Of course, there's a lot of names on the list that I'm not familiar with, but starting right there, I'm surprised that Arn Anderson is the only wrestler that's gonna be there, to my knowledge.
Well, he's promoting his book that's like a graphic novel comic. That's the only.
A word. Oh, okay, cool. So we got Rodney Barnes. I mean, I'm just calling out names that I'm familiar with. Rodney Barnes. If y'all see somebody that y'all familiar with, just let me know. John Beatty's gonna be there. Matt did an interview with him about 3-4 years ago on the channel. You got, let's see, a lot of people that's gonna be there. My boy, this dude right here, he is my Stan Lee. So that's one of the reasons why I'm on, of course, is to see him, get him to sign a book.
Now, I know in the group chat, I say Cookie is giving Hialeah the book. That's that Amazing Spider-Man 700. He wanted a creator to sign it. I'm not sure if he had said Chris Claremont's name. I know that's probably one of the names that he will love to have on that book. I have to check the group chat. But
yeah, I know he mentioned John. He mentioned John Romita. I remember that name.
Yeah, that's right, John Romita Jr.
Yeah. But let's see. But yeah, they got a ton of people. Let's see. Mike Davis. Yep. Alan Davis. Yep, I remember him. Tom DeFalco. Let's see. David Finch.
Yep.
He did Moon Knight. Yeah. I remember. Matter of fact, I got a David Finch cover, that black and white sketch cover that he did. I paid $1 for it.
Ron Friends. Got some ASM he did.
You see anybody on the list, X, you familiar with?
I'm putting it up on my phone to see.
Oh, right now. Gotcha.
Sound like Jenny Prison. That's right. I got a lot of Jenny Prison covers.
Say what, Al?
Sound like you got a cold. You good?
Man, this is like day 4. So I'm getting all this out of my system before we go.
Yeah, man, you need to go and drink some turpentine or something.
Man, I'm talking about, if you would have heard me yesterday, it was horrible.
Get that ish out your body, man.
Oh, trust me, I am. Trust me, I am.
Okay, Ron Friends, Jenny Prison, familiar with them.
Ron Garney.
Okay. Oh, he did. Okay, he's on Berserker. So he's on only there Friday and Saturday, so no Sunday.
Sanford Green.
Oh, I skipped him. Where you saw him at?
Sanford right Green. There. Right under the Josh.
Oh, right. Yeah. I got that Bitterroot Juneteenth issue. I might take that up there for him to sign. I don't know. It's just so many people that's gonna be there. That's looking at
Larry Hama. I gotta bring G.I. Joe #1.
Yep. I'm familiar with Scott Hanna, Ray Anthony Height.
Should bring my Wolverine 75 too. It's a good thing that they got the prices for what these creators will charge. You know, whether it's free SIGs or $5 full SIGs.
Donation. Yeah.
Donation.
Dan Jurgens.
Yep.
I know him, man, and I hate Superman. But
Superman.
I don't hate Joe Jusko, Terry Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
Adam Kubert.
Kubert brothers always be in cons.
Ron Lim. Ron Lim was actually, he did
Silver Surfer.
Ron Space Knight. Yes, and Silver Surfer, yep.
Howard Mackey.
Yep. Ralph Macchio. No relation to the Karate Kid. Let's see. Bob McLeod, that he co-created the New Mutants with Chris Claremont. I got his signature on one of the books, but they didn't. CGC I was an enemy of CGC that day. Joshua Middleton, he was writing the Flash for a while. Al Milgram.
If I'm bring one X-Men book for Chris Claremont to sign, I'm gonna bring Uncanny 268 because I got Jim Lee's signature on that. And with CGC act now, accepting books that already got signatures, I figured I get that book signed by Claremont and submit it into CGC.
Hey man, that sounds like a plan. But as you all can see, the audience, there's an extensive list of people, and it's still Ed Piskor was supposed to be there, but of course, what his situation was. But I know Neil Adams. I ain't seen his name yet. John Romita Jr. He's there, and I'm kind of torn. His old artwork was cool, but his new stuff is. Say what now?
You said that you named. You said Neil Adams.
Oh, not Neil Adams. Steranko. My bad, Steranko.
I'd be scared to give Steranko a book, and the way he handles them.
Yeah.
Give him an X-Men book and ask him about the logo.
Jim Starlin. Brian Stelfreeze. Yep, there you go. Steranko.
Oh, Brian Stelfreeze? Man, I should give.
Yep, Brian Stelfreeze. Yep.
Blank Silver and let him do his thing.
Roy Thomas. This is in alphabetical order. I just realized this. Okay. So yeah, it's. I mean, I'm pretty sure the ones that I don't know, somebody knows them and are fans of their work. So it looks like they're actually catering to this dude, Scotty Young. Yeah, so they're catering to a whole bunch of people. Old school, looks like some new school people, the whole nine. You wanted to check the alley, the whatchamacallit, John?
The map.
All right. So Matt, give us a little rundown, bro. So this is, of course, is the main entrance. And does any of this stuff look familiar to you?
No, because I didn't look at it on the map. I just was walking around. I'm gonna tell you like this: some of that stuff is hard to find. Because when I was trying to over on this this side over here, I don't know if y'all can see my mouse or not. On the far left there, I know that's where CGC was last time. And Artist Alley, man, like I said, you see how wide that is, and they still actually have.
There's another part of it at the bottom.
They're still gonna have booths and stuff around there too.
Man, this is amazing.
All the yellow are comic vendors.
And there may be some people. It's gonna be quite expansive. Like I said, I didn't even cover 30% of that. No, that last year.
Okay, so it looks like just based on this legend, so all the yellow is like Sean says, comics. I guess that's aqua or teal. That's toys, gaming, statues, DVDs, and posters. So yeah, they probably gonna have some retro dealers there. That's what's up.
And don't get it twisted. Some of those ones that selling toys and stuff, they're gonna have a couple of boxes of comics.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's be there. So
purple is apparel, costumes, jewelry. Pink is art supplies. Peach is publishers, artists, and light blue is nonprofit charities. So, yeah. So comics takes center stage. That's what's up.
Yeah. Go down on that. Because there's that bottom part on the left hand side is the last part of Artist Alley. It's like, yeah. And California Blend is going to be in the 500 spots.
Oh, yeah? She's going to be down here?
Yeah, in that Artist Alley C area.
Jesus. Man, this place is huge.
Yep.
I might have to try to rent me a scooter, man. No, I'm just playing. I'll be all right. I was going to rent one because,
make sure you get some.
Go ahead, man.
Make sure y'all have some.
Oh, I got some comfortable shoes, and then I got that little stool that I bought off of Amazon. So I was initially gonna get a scooter for because of my surgery situation, but I think I'm gonna be good. I'm just gonna have to take frequent breaks between walking the booth to booth. But I got that stool, so I'm gonna be good.
Yeah, we definitely gonna try and hit up majority of these booths.
So yeah, to go to a con like this and only stay for a day is you're doing yourself a disservice.
Oh, I say this is not the show unless you've been to this show 50-11 times. And look, I'm only going for 2 books and I'm out of there. That's different. But if and that's for the local.
I was gonna say, why would you go
for the local?
Why would you pay $35 just to go in there for 2 books?
The local. Somebody might just want to go and say, I just want a copy of
2 books.
Yeah. You'd be surprised.
You could have did that online.
Everybody don't shop online like that.
If they want to throw money away, just give it to me. I'll look for it.
Yeah.
So CGC is over here. CBCS. I don't see PGX. I'm just saying. When CBCS is like over here by their lonesome,
and they're gonna be over there by themselves too. You'll see they'll stick out like the sun too.
They make it known. Who is this? I don't know who that is. I'm assuming that's gonna be the Mystery Machine vehicle and the Ecto 1, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then according to Hialeah, all the high ass food gonna be right here. So
yeah, like I told you, I got Bojangles and all that stuff right outside. Be a box of chicken, some chicken fillet or whatever. It's right outside. You got to go pay $75 for some cold fry.
I was just finna say, I ain't got to worry about buying Junior no $30 soggy stale French fries.
I've been stopped buying con food.
Man, the last time we went, bought Junior a damn hamburger. Well, I bought a combo because I knew he only wanted the fries. I like, fuck it, I'll eat the burger. God damn, I should have just ate the cardboard that the fry came in. That bit was so damn dry.
Put some salt on that cardboard.
Hey, I know that cardboard had more flavor than that burger, and it was juicier. All the grease from the fries and the salt.
Oh boy, that's crazy. Man, that's
get more flavor from sucking your fingers and everything than you do the damn meat that you eat. Pause.
Oh Oh,
So
God.
restrooms on this side. Good grief. So you gotta walk across. I'm sure there's some restrooms. Oh no. So okay, so I have a question, and I know y'all can't answer this. Well, you know what? Never mind, because CGC was they were talking about the grade, and I actually had to screenshot the message on Instagram. I'm not sure what you're asking, Lamar, but this is the layout for the convention that we're headed to next weekend. But I asked them, I said, well, you know, is there a situation where CGC is going to be on hand in Artist Alley? So I'm assuming they're going to have representatives, I guess, I don't know, like each corner or something. Because I screenshotted it to make sure that they weren't trying to shoot.
They're going to have like a booth full of folks, and I think you go just tell somebody if you want to watch them sign something. But I think they're going to actually be standing. I think somebody's going to be with Chris Claremont, but you just probably want to verify before you go to Chris Claremont to get your books signed.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey man, bring your ass on, because I don't want to go through the same thing I went through at the Atlanta Comic Convention. There was some sweet chin music, your ass in front of everybody. No, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't do that. I kick him in the stomach, but I won't sweet chin music him. So, what else y'all want to check? What else you want to check out, Sean?
Did we go through the vendor list? I know we went to the artists. Was that the same list?
Yeah, that was the same list.
Yeah, that list had everybody.
Exhibitor, after hours, code of conduct, schedule. I'm looking forward to it, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you. On-site grading at Heroes Con.
So how much they charging on site?
That's a good question. It's on the site. Hold on a second.
It's a little bit more because it's on site. They hadn't graded on site since Dragon Con. That's the last time I saw them. You talking like 2008, 2009. But I'm getting some grade on it, so I'm paying it. So
I'm paying it for like Chris Claremont, because I get Chris Claremont to sign my X-Men 101. I'm gonna get them to grade it on site. That way I can get it on my way back. Okay, here it is. I guess that's what. Hold on. By Heroes Con, and then I'm gonna pull up what they said on Instagram. So CGC Comics on-site grading fee, member pricing. So Modern Books is a $40 fee, and this is on-site grading. Turnaround time in the show, vintage is $60, high value 110 in the day. So your big books, your big books, like the books that Matt get, you do 110, they get it to you before you leave out. I don't know what this is. Reholder, I have no idea. What's the reholder?
I'm glad you see that. I just need to put it in a new slab. If you got a book that's cracked or whatever, you need to put it on the slab.
What's up, Big Shaq?
What's up, Shaq Daddy?
Okay, so that's what that is. And the high value, I'm assuming that's for like a big book, like the first appearance of Galactus or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So CGC's comic signature series on site for grading, member pricing. So modern is 60 in the show, vintage is 80 in the show, high value 130 in the day, walk through 5% fair market value. I don't know, what is this? Is this like if you buy a book, like
if you buy an Amazing Spider-Man AF-15?
Oh, okay. So 5% of the fair market. Oh, okay. So they basically getting commission off of that book. So however much the book worth is a 5% fair market value. Okay.
Yeah.
But you
that sounds like something we ain't got to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't got nothing to worry about that, man.
I'm not.
Unless I take my X-Men 2 Matt mentioned that today, man. I don't know about getting him no commission for that, but I do need to
you can just get that. You can just get that graded for the 110 or whatever. Or go back up, Al.
Right here.
Yeah, scroll back up some more. There you go. Yeah, you can just get that for $60, 60 or 110. I say it's probably about 60 because that's about your X-Men 2, yeah.
Oh, okay. I might take it up that end, man. Like I told you, man, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on getting books graded because I want to bring home some stuff, but I might have to do that. So, but then it says here, this is where they do the authentic autograph on site. So $25 per autograph according to grading tier. And that's for autograph authentication, and autograph grading to autograph max is $25 per comic. Now, what that means, say for example, that book that Cookie got showing, if he wanted to get it graded, it'd be like $25 per autograph on that book for them to actually authenticate those autographs. So if he got 10, that's a lot of money. So if he got 10 signatures on that book, that's $250.
Yeah.
But I don't think he won't do that though.
I don't think he want it graded.
Yeah.
He just wants to
What
say.
if he did? That's a lot of money. But I mean, if it's
put that thing in the top loading call a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. In terms of the prices, which these aren't bad, for to get a book, especially if you want to get it graded right then and there. But you'll like, say for example, if it's a modern book, it's $40 for it to be graded by the end of the show, and then $25 for the signature, so it'd be like $65. So I think that's it. Unless y'all want to look at something else.
I think that's good, man. I got best thing, like I said, the main thing is to get you some rest the night before, because and then if you get there, I know some people have bought the get in early tickets for 30 minutes in. To be honest with you, it would take you 30 minutes to go through a booth. So at one of these booths up that's there. So it's kind of like, if you got it, that's fine. If not, then
I just went ahead and did the 3-day pass.
Yeah. So I mean, the line's gonna be long. So when you get there, if you want to do like I do, instead of standing in line, I'm gonna be sitting in the chair waiting for the line to thin down, and then I'll walk in there. That's probably the best way to do it. So you're not gonna miss anything. It's not like if you was at Atlanta Comic Con, Atlanta hotel show, where if you ain't in there when they open up, you can't get the Earl of Pearl before everybody else. You just shit out of luck. It won't be like you're able to go in.
But one thing I like about Earl of Pearl though, man, Earl of Pearl, his space. Oh my God, it's a wrap, man. Sean, you love
it ain't as big. It won't be as big as it is in Georgia. It tells you how big the other vendors are gonna be. His booth will be smaller than everybody else.
Crazy.
You know what though? His booth is bigger because he had it spaced out though.
Yeah.
If you consolidate everything, it'll be the average size booth.
Yeah.
At these shows.
Let me show one more thing. What's going on, Daryl? How you doing, man?
Oh, that man, he won't be able to make it, man. Daryl.
We'll pull one out for you, man.
So I end up getting this right here. This is what I was talking about. Like, it's just come on, AT&T. So it's got like a little strap that you could walk around with it, and it actually adjusts up to like almost 20 feet. Not 20 feet, but 20 inches.
What? You got some stilts out there.
No, it ain't that tall, man. I'm tripping. But it's 30 because I actually sat on it. I mean, I'm not as big as I was before my surgery, but I'm still a big boy. But
just make sure it's locks in place.
Yeah, we don't want your
oh, man. Bro,
I
look here, man. I done practiced it twice. So if I fall on the floor, then that's on me. I was supposed to fall on the floor.
I'm talking about,
man, I picked that up.
Precise, so like Bobby Boucher with that water cup.
get you a carabiner. Get you a carabiner, Al. Hook that onto your bag. You heard I say, Al? Get you a carabiner.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, I got it. Yep, I got one. So yeah, man, I'm like I said, when I say I'm getting ready, man, I'm getting ready. I'm trying to make sure that no stone is unturned when we get up here to Charlotte. Like for real. So
all right, well, with that, y'all, no hauls tonight. Y'all will see the hauls when we get back.
I got one.
You got one haul. You gonna show your haul for today? You want to save it for when we get back? You want to put it in the big haul when you get back?
There was a sale today. Was it good?
Yeah, I went to go pick up some bag and boards, but yeah, it was packed out, man. It was packed out.
I drove past there like 8, and it was still open.
Yeah,
word.
I would assume so because it was so packed when we were there. That business. I mean, he was selling. I mean, I'll tell you, we walked out of the store, and you could see where stuff was getting bare from people buying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he
has for the most part, man. He done turned the corner, man. We can say that he ain't on that list that he used to be on, unlike somebody else.
Yeah, well, let me before you go. Hold on. Before you go, hold on. We'll do it. Right.
Hold on. Speaking of list,
don't say that. Hold on. We go.
Oh boy!
Hold on. Let's pull it up. Just bear with me. Don't blow it. Don't blow it, Sean. Don't say nothing, Sean. We're gonna end the show tonight.
How you just that stupid?
We go.
I tell my people, I say y'all have no situational awareness, and this is the epitome of not having situational awareness.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, that makes me wish he come by Orlando and stop by my shop. Hey.
Man, I wish he would have came by the Blue Box just so I can be like, hey, bro, look, I know you got a whole bunch of writers and everything. You need an idea for Batman. Nigga, I got you. I got you. I'll tell you, as a matter of fact, I know who you need to go ahead and bring in right now. Go ahead and steal them. And then, hey, bring me along. Don't put me on the Marvel workout plan. Just put me on the DC plan. You know, I'll get right for you.
Bring you on as an advisor.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'll be a permanent extra.
We'll do it this way here. This is how we do it. We do it this way right here. This is how we're gonna close it out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna close it out with this right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you close it out. I like to stop by local comic shops when I'm in the new city. Stop by Comics Plus of Macon today on my way out of Macon, but it wasn't open. But it looked like a great store. Next time, by the way, Macon could have been more hospitable and a fun time. Thanks to everyone. We came. James Gunn. Listen.
And just to get, hold on before you say what you got to say. Go ahead.
If you're gonna run a store, make sure the motherfucker is open.
Nah, if you're gonna run the store, don't run it into the ground.
Open the damn store. Especially when you know they're filming in
the city.
The store is open.
Dude,
we staying open late.
Dude, where they were filming at was what?
A block over.
Man.
A block over. That's where they were filming the movie at. Superman. A block over. And you don't have the store open. You don't have signs to say we're having a sale. You should have had a fire sale this week just because they were filming. You should have been having a sale just to get somebody.
I would have had all DC books, whatever off.
30% off. Yeah.
30% off all DC.
Whatever off, just because I know he's in my city filming a DC movie.
But instead, you close. This is why I said. Hold on a second. If you think I hold on.
Like that motherfucker, boy.
Right there. Right there.
Right.
This quick thing.
Yeah, right there. Right there. Y'all think we be playing when we say this stuff? Right there. Why stores are closing? Lack of innovation. Right there. Slide number 4. I'm gonna start referring to it as slide number 4. When we start talking about these stores, slide number 4, right there. All you had to do was be open when the man came by there.
Yep.
And guess what he did? He did the Mastodon. He left
empty-handed.
And on that, ladies and gentlemen,
hey, before you go, James Gunn, if you ever watching this, if you in Orlando, stop by Epic Comics. We open 7 days a week.
Hey, check this out.
They'll give you quality service.
Stop by the world famous Dave's Fanboy Comics. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody else there, but go ahead, Al.
I just want to say this real quick, just for those that don't know what's happening in context. James Gunn, he was filming the Superman movie under his watch. Scenes were being filmed in our hometown. He tried to go to a comic book store. They weren't open. Middle of the day, they weren't open.
Yeah, middle of the week. No reason to be closed at all.
They weren't open.
Wait a minute. Wasn't this on a Wednesday?
It's on a Thursday.
It was Thursday.
Okay. All right.
After, because they opened at 12. It was after noon, past 12 when he went. That's all I want to say, just for context.
But you know what though?
And if you look, he's in the. You can see his reflection in the mirror.
Hey, you know what's funny though? I'm actually glad that he didn't go in there because, like,
I didn't know.
That would have been a bad representation of Macon, Georgia. I'm sorry.
Well, I said next time I'm gonna inbox him. I'm gonna inbox him. Say go to Fanboys next time.
Hey, bro,
that's where you need to go. You think I'm playing? I'm gonna inbox him. Hey man, hate you missed it. Go to Fanboys next time.
I didn't even know that.
World famous Dave's. World famous Dave's.
One thing real quick.
Emotional damage.
Hit it one more time, yeah.
Emotional damage.